Somalians ripped off that state for billions of dollars.
Trump is saying all of this stuff about Somalis, but he's okay with some fraud. As long as you're a Republican politician, he might pardon you.
Somalis are definitely being targeted, being scapegoated. I don't know when America started caring about fraud. What I know from America is if you are rich and powerful and white, yeah, your claim to fame is fraud. The fact that you guys are upset that Somalis are doing it is kind of weird.
The prospect of an immigration operation is likely to deepen tensions in Minnesota as Trump has become increasingly focused on people of Somalian descent living in the U.S., saying recently that they have caused a lot of trouble, rhetoric that community leaders say has inflamed tensions and revived fears of profiling. Trump said during a cabinet meeting on Tuesday that he did not want Somali immigrants in the country, saying they are too reliant on the U.S. social safety net and add little to the nation. Quote, "They contribute nothing. I don't want them in our country," he said. "Their country is no good for a reason."
So there is a white woman online right now who decided to fully lean into the anti-immigrant, anti-black and Islamophobic rhetoric. And her video is going viral because she decided to fix her mouth and say that the Somali people need to go. If you haven't watched the video before this one, please go watch it so you can hear every single thing and every name that, the orange man has called the Somali people, and him literally saying that he needs them out of their country immediately, that he doesn't want them because they complain too much and they steal from them. She made a video openly supporting Trump and what he said about deporting Somali people, and not only the illegal immigrants, the Somali Americans in the United States. And the things that she said to justify it sounded like just straight from a white supremacist book. Let's check out this video together.
So in case you did not know, Somalis are notorious for looting, stealing, their piracy, very well known for. They marry children, they don't have women's rights, women can't vote. And when you import a bunch of them into the middle of Minnesota in our country, they're going to do the same thing. They are going to steal. They are going to... It's so crazy that we've done this. They're not going to assimilate. They are just going to find a stronghold of a shared community of values that they have, Somali values in a Western culture, and they're going to do the same thing. They're going to cut off female genitalia because 99% of Somali women have done that, or I guess had that done to them. They are going to steal. Again, what do you think of when you think of Somalia? Piracy. Which is exactly what we are seeing, because in case you did not know, there is currently a massive investigation into this Medicaid fraud scheme amongst the Somali community in our country. They're making fraudulent claims and they are stealing from the taxpayers. They're stealing from our government. And if that wasn't bad enough, it has been reported that we are the largest funder of Al-Shabaab, their terror group back in Somalia. Yeah, they've been defrauding the US government and then sending it to our enemy. And we are at work paying for it. Calling this out, it's not racist, it's not xenophobic, it's not being anti-Somali. It's saying, hey, I actually think Western culture, the freedoms that we have, are superior. I would much rather live in a country where I have a voice, where I can vote, where my genitals aren't removed, where I could wear what I want, practice what religion I want. I think that's a superior way of life. And the people in Somalia do not think that's a superior way of life. They're coming here to change it and expecting anything else from a group of people that have not changed in their home country and then bringing them here and thinking they're going to change here. It's insane. It's insanity. And it's going to be the end of our freedoms. We cannot tolerate a group of people who do not tolerate our freedoms. It's not racist. That's not xenophobic to say. It's the truth, and we better start saying it. And the option of doing nothing about this isn't there. Bye-bye. Thank you, Trump, for doing something about this and kicking them out. They don't belong here. They don't share our values.
Guys, look at this. Ilhan Omar and Donald Trump, they've been going back and forth for months. But what makes it different this time is now it's spilling into the Somali community. Some people are using this opportunity to talk down on Somalis. Look.
So in case you did not know, Somalis are notorious for looting, stealing, their piracy, very well known for.
She said that Somalis are known for piracy, but that's not the full story. You can see that articles dating back to 2009, they say Somalia used as a toxic dumping ground. Root cause of Somali piracy, nuclear dumping, and seafood looting. So there's a whole other side to the story that's not being talked about. And whether you take Ilhan Omar's side or Donald Trump, why is it when it's an African country like Somalia, they're just trying to protect their coast, but they're called pirates? But other countries around the world, they're called coast guards. Even those countries that are protecting their coast, they detain people if they're committing illegal crimes in their country. So what makes Somalia different? Let me know, comment below.
This lady was talking as if there are Somali people who are chasing them down the street to cut off their genitals. Like, that's literally how she is talking. There's always two sides to the story. And in most cases, if the story of another minority group or minority country involves or have something to do with the West, in most cases, you guys already know how it goes. You guys know how deep these people go. You guys know how easy they like to form and act like the victim. You guys know how their relationship with minority groups goes. I don't think we need to go deep into that, but she was talking as if Somali groups or Somali community were chasing her down the street to cut off her genitals. Yeah, there are some kind of truth, but this is not exactly true. But yes, she's online hedging it on, and people are giving her virality that she wants. She claims that they are notorious for stealing, for pirating, that they don't have good laws, and that if you leave them in Minnesota, they will bring their culture into the country, which is to cut off women's genitals, which is to not give women rights, which is to, marry children. And she said she doesn't want that dangerous culture in the American community. She said she wants them kicked out, as if we are not talking about some legal American Somalian citizen. Like, she said she wants them out as well, and she was saying literally hard thanking Trump for that. First of all, this is like a textbook racism mixed with a little bit of ignorance. Mali, like every other country, they do have their own struggles, but to reduce an entire people, an entire population, and an entire diaspora to stereotype rooted in a colonizer narrative, that is not only offensive. What she said is not only offensive, that is historically lazy. And newsflash to this creator, the Somali American community in Minnesota, they hiring the one bringing in the lawlessness. If these people are acting a certain way, best believe there is a palm-colored person somewhere signing it and as well benefiting from it. And they are talking as if they do not understand how that system works. Because you cannot pretend to love law and order while spreading lies about law-abiding citizens based on where they come from. It's not making any sense. It's not clocking. She is talking about them not letting women vote while literally supporting a man and a party that is pushing policy to strip women off of their rights. Like, literally make it make sense. She is saying that she wants law and order. She's talking about them not letting their women vote, but still pushing and thanking a man that is pushing to control the women's body in the United States and ban some books that shed light to the life of minorities in that same country. And the dangerous part about all of this is the fact that she's not alone. These ideas are being encouraged, they are being spread, they have been rewarded in far-right circles, and they have fueling the hate. I want to hear what you guys think about what this lady said in the comment section. I want to hear what you guys think about, the one-sided narrative that has been sold to them and the fact that they make no attempt to kind of check and know the real history. Let me hear what you think about our video in the comment section, and I am going to see you guys in the next one.